Welcome back to another I'd Have a Whiskey. Today we got Alex, we got Luke. We're gonna try 5 different whiskeys. We're gonna be hammered by the end, but that's the fun of it.
Pleasant buzz.
But yeah, right. We've had some of these before. There's some new ones. Shout out to Daniel for bringing over 3 of these. He couldn't be with us here today. You know, rest in peace. No, I'm just kidding. Our first whiskey is Bulleit Bourbon. You guys ever had Bulleit?
Once or twice.
Once. Pretty well known. I should mention we are gonna do these neat and we're gonna do them on the rocks to see if the ice cube does anything. But we'll do neat.
That's good.
we do have 5 of them to get to, so.
There's a good smell to it, but I know what's waiting after that smell.
Nice cork on that one.
Notes of
burn.
Disappointment. Bad Tinder dates.
I'm wondering if I swirl it enough if it'll go away.
Swirl it outside the glass. All right, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Oh, it's actually not that bad.
You know when you prioritize getting it down your throat as fast as humanly possible?
You don't really taste it?
You don't really, it's not bad.
I had an ex-girlfriend that used to say the same thing.
It just tastes like whiskey to me. There's nothing new there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not...
Generic whiskey taste.
I would say it's probably better than most bottom shelf whiskeys because it's not a bottom shelf whiskey.
I agree.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It's a little cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
Has a nice little like warming sensation in the back of my throat. It's kind of nice.
I can tell my face is red.
It is.
I am now flush with excitement. Let's do a cube. Want to grab a cube? Is that enough?
That's fine, yeah. I am going to get plastered by the end of this, so I can see it.
We're basically taking 10 shots of whiskey.
You might as well finish that bottle.
Just in yours?
Well, split it up.
I'm not gonna finish this.
Oh, okay. So I just launched most of it on my hand, so.
Oh, okay. He's going for it. We'll just do it. Better. I think it's better. Oh, we didn't rate the first one, but
I would give the first one probably a 6 out of 10. And I would give this a 6.5.
I mean,
4. I'm gonna give it a 4 for the first one. This is like a 5.
I'd give them both 4, but I like the neat better than the ice.
There's more flavor to the neat. I think the ice kind of dilutes the flavor a lot.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. It tastes better, but it diluted.
It milds the disappointment.
Yeah, it's just mild disappointment. Yeah, I think that's all it is it's just diluted. Our next whiskey is Ezra.
Ezra Brooks Cask Strength Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
Single barrel.
Single barrel.
Special limited edition. Now I feel bad that Dan's not here. Another cork. It's a good sign. We'll see what you think. I think I got a hint of maple syrup.
Yeah, smell that.
So this is only 30%.
60%.
Oh, that's the alcohol percentage.
Holy shit.
So this is 60.
120 proof.
120 proof. Okay. Genuine sour mash, charcoal mellowed.
That's a good smell though for 60% alcohol.
Yeah, it's definitely not that burning taste. So, little burn, smooth finish.
Yeah, it burns on the front, not on the back end.
Yeah, it burned my lips, but not my throat. That's odd. I like that though.
Not a big fan of the aftertaste on it.
It is a weird aftertaste, but
it was smooth though.
Very
I would
smooth.
Say.
For 60% alcohol?
For 60%, yes, but I thought it smelled better than it tasted.
I agree with that.
I agree with that as well.
I agree with that. But overall, not bad. I think I might give that like 5.5.
Yeah, I think I'd do 5.
Just because it was so smooth.
I'm gonna agree at 5 because I actually like the Bulleit. I think a little bit better.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because the depths of flavors?
Yes.
Well, let's try this with ice.
That maple syrup smells stronger with the ice.
Maybe because we swish it around the glass a little bit more this time. I don't think I noticed a difference.
I think the burn was more on the back end that time.
I still didn't have burn on the... I actually didn't have any burn at all. Still not... The flavor's still not there.
I would rate that a cold 5.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's a fair rating. I can't argue
is that better or worse than a regular?
Is it a warm 5? I don't know. It's just a 5 but colder.
It's a preference. If you like your liquids more.
Yeah, I think
preference.
So
I do agree.
Based on your preference, you take that 5 as you will. I think I'm going to bring it down to a 5. I said 5.5 for the first one. I think this is just a 5. It diluted the flavor, and there's just not much to talk about there, really. I mean,
Yeah. See, I said 5 for the neat one. I think I'd go 4.9
okay.
on this one, just because.
Yeah.
I guess my preference is not ice.
If it tasted like it smelled, this would be an easy 7.
I would agree.
Yeah, it's no Bush Light.
Oh my god. All right, our next whiskey is Bushmills Prohibition Recipe Irish Whiskey. It's the Shelby Company edition from Peaky Blinders, if you don't know what that is.
Pouring heavy over here.
There's more of this one.
Ooh, I like the smell of it. Smells like it's gonna be smooth.
I do usually prefer Irish whiskey over.
I was just gonna
most
say
others.
the same. I do like a good Irish whiskey, so cheers, fellas. I do like the flavor on that. A little burn. I feel like there's a more depth to the flavor than the last one, for sure.
I feel like you can taste like a little bit of like honey flavored in it, and on the first half of it. Second half is just burned.
Yeah, kind of like some oppression by the British government.
Yeah.
Something like that. Ooh.
Ugh.
Oh, should have got different glass.
Photos. Oops. Photos.
The British gin, the whiskey with the you know what? It's how it goes sometimes.
Long live the IRA.
Yeah, let's do a few. Any
This
ratings?
one, I'm excited for this one. Iced.
Any ratings on that?
I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
as well.
I think I'm gonna go 6.
I have a slight bias towards Irish whiskey though,
Yeah,
so I think that's gonna skew my numbers higher.
I mean, compared to the other two, I thought this one was like the right amount of smooth with the right amount of burn, and it had just enough flavor to where you're like, okay, I'm not drinking just fire water.
Yeah, there's a good flavor there.
It was very well, like, good balance in there.
A 6 is still a good rating. It's not knocking my socks off, but yeah, I'm gonna go with a 6 on that one. We'll see what it does on ice. Oh, by the way, this is 46% alcohol. Beautiful bottle too, by the way. Cheers, fellas. I like that.
Significantly better with ice.
No burn.
I agree.
I think it brings out the flavors a little more. I think with the burn, it kind of forces you to like drink it faster, so you don't really get to keep it in your mouth and taste all the flavors. I think the ice is going to bring this up in the ratings.
I think it kind of tingles the back of your throat like a yeast infection.
It did get rid of some of the burn. I think it also took away from some of the flavor as well, though.
I think it did, but not as much as the last one.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, anytime you add the ice, it's diluting it slightly, so you're going to lose a little bit of flavor, but I think losing that bite brought out more flavor.
It gave more than it took.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just you just switch it around a little bit, but I think I'm going to go 6.5. I'm going to go 6.75.
You're a bitch.
What? Why?
Do something simple.
6.9.
There you go. I think I'd do 7, actually. I enjoyed it.
You're a bitch.
I'm gonna give it. I'll agree with the 6.9.
You know,
That's good.
Everybody loves a good 0.9.
wildly inefficient,
More
but-
disappointing than you thought it would be, but it's
Yeah.
still fun to try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I didn't go with 6.9 because I'm a child of God.
Our next whiskey is Old Smoky's Tennessee Cookie Dough Whiskey. I think I normally know this brand from making like the moonshine. I don't know.
If you've had real moonshine, it's subpar moonshine.
Honestly, I don't know if you can even really consider those
Yeah.
moonshines, but
It's literally just unaged whiskey.
yeah. But cookie dough flavored, so we'll see how they do on the cookie dough flavoring. We've had a cookie dough whiskey on this channel before, so they've got their work cut out for them because that was a really good cookie dough whiskey. That dough ball whiskey, a dessert whiskey, if you will.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, it
it
smells.
smells awful.
Smells delicious. I was just about to say it smells
fucking
delicious.
awful.
It smells like cookie dough.
It smells like warm cookie dough mixed with protein powder.
I'll give you that. I'll
That's
give you that. That's pretty accurate. Cheers. Okay, that's good.
Sweet going in, sweet going down. Got just a hint of heat at the tail end.
I didn't get any heat.
Actually, I could probably pour a whole glass of that and drink it.
Yeah, I mean, I might get. Oh yeah, there's a hint. I might get sick of that flavor though.
Oh, absolutely.
Very easily.
It is.
If you mixed it with something, I think it'd be really good.
Like a
That would be
milkshake.
really good with Dr. Pepper, I bet.
Oh yeah,
I bet that would,
I
yeah.
bet you're right.
I would give that a 4.5.
See, I'm gonna rate it an 8 just on the basis of how smooth it was.
It was very smooth. It was very smooth. I will give that.
Like the flavor, take it or leave it. Like if you're into cookie dough, or if you like just having one drink a night. Like if you're having one drink a night, you want something that you're gonna remember. You're gonna remember this drink.
Depends how much you have of it.
It's true.
Well, that goes along with the whole one. If you're having one drink of whiskey,
Yeah.
This is only 30%, so this is a very low alcohol content.
I need more. I feel I need a burn at some
I know
point.
you. I know what you
Yeah.
mean. I think I'm gonna go 8 as well, just because of how smooth it is and tasty. It's
if you like cookie dough, you literally can't go wrong with it. I didn't try the other cookie dough whiskey that you had on the channel, but
I think they're very similar. They're very comparable.
yeah.
I think you just overpower it with cookie dough, sugar, and that's
Yeah,
You kind of don't notice the whiskey ever.
The viscosity of this is a lot thicker too.
yeah. You can tell
Yeah.
it's a lot more sugary.
I have a good feeling about it being on ice.
See, I actually think it might be worse on ice.
I think it's gonna dilute it better for me.
Oh,
Smell is still just as awful.
I think
for me.
the ice makes it smell even better.
So we're probably smelling the same thing. We just don't. We have different thoughts on it. I think it's better with the ice.
I think the ice makes it taste more syrupy. Like you said, it was like a thicker one.
Yeah,
I noticed it a lot more, like being like a thicker, kind of sugary kind of.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, it diluted the flavor enough for me to where I would bump that up to like a 4.7.
Okay. I think I'm staying with an 8. I didn't really change anything for me.
I think a personal preference, I'd give it an 8.5. This is the one where I was like, well, I mean, the other ones I like neat, but this one I was like, it's sweet. I'm gonna enjoy it a little bit. Like, the ice made it that little extra bit. 8.2. Just
It's a cold 8 for me.
yeah. That one I could very easily fill this up and just throughout the day, just like whittle it down.
Yeah. I will say, we did this over Christmas. We put a cookie dough whiskey in non-alcoholic eggnog to spike it, and that was very tasty. I mean, it was really good.
Yeah.
It was really good eggnog to start with, and then putting the cookie dough whiskey in there was, it just top tiered that.
This would probably be really good in one of Emily's pudding shots.
I agree. I think she has done that with the other one. She's made a cookie dough pudding shot.
Okay.
You know what? I would put that in my coffee in the morning.
Okay.
That would be good coffee whiskey.
That would be a good coffee whiskey.
You're disgusting.
Our last whiskey is Dough Balls, which we mentioned their cookie dough. Dough Balls birthday cake whiskey.
I've been gaining a lot of weight in the recent years, so I can really feel some affinity with dough ball.
See, this one I don't like the smell of.
This one I like the smell of.
Cheers, fellas. Not a ton of birthday cake flavor there.
Yeah.
It's still a very smooth whiskey.
You know, going back how we said that the old Smoky didn't have any burn or anything, I think that this has the right amount of burn to flavor ratio. You can taste the birthday cake and you get that tail end burn.
Still lets you know it's whiskey.
Yeah.
And it's not just syrup.
You know, yes. Now that I've had that, it's kind of making me rethink the last one. But this one, I think, I'd have to give this one a 9, I think.
Holy shit, really?
I really liked it.
It's 1 point off of perfect, is what you're saying?
I really liked it. I mean, if you like the birthday cake, which I will be honest, I'm not a huge fan of birthday cake like flavoring.
Yeah.
If you like toss that flavor aside, which I understand is like saying a lot in the taste test, it was smooth with just enough kick to let you know that it's whiskey.
It's also 35% instead of 30.
That makes sense.
That'd do it.
Better than 60, but personally, but
Yeah.
I know I liked it quite a bit actually.
Have you ever had a vanilla flavored muscle milk?
I think so, yeah.
That's identical to what this tasted like for me. So the only
Maybe
thing,
one that sat on the shelf a little too long, so it started to kind of turn into alcohol.
The only thing that this made me think of was after 2 practices at wrestling camp.
Okay.
And
I don't know.
that's not a good memory for me. So
for that reason, I'm out.
It's nostalgic. I didn't mind the flavor. Like,
Okay.
it wasn't bad.
All right.
It'd be good in a mixed drink. I would give it a 5. I would rate it higher than the dough ball or the
Old Smoky.
Old Smoky. This is the dough ball. Yeah.
See, I like the flavor.
You're sticking with a 9?
I'm sticking with a 9. If any of this like negativity is like reaching in, I'd say maybe 8.5.
It's not negativity. I rated it higher than the last one. It's
not.
It tastes like a vanilla flavored muscle milk that you would find at a gas station.
See, I feel like the joy of whiskey is one person can absolutely hate it and another person can really like it. I guarantee if I had one bad night with this, I would never drink it again.
You're having a bad night with this. If you have more than one of these,
Oh, you're
predisposed to diabetes.
Yeah.
Like, it's not. This is sweet.
It is very sweet, and I agree. But it doesn't it's not as viscous as the previous one.
I think that alcohol kind of breaks up that viscosity. I think if this was the cookie dough version, it would be a 9. I don't remember what I put in that video, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably go an 8 with this one. The birthday cake flavor is kind of niche, and it's still pretty sweet. It still has the burn. It's not as smooth. The cookie dough one is very smooth, same amount of percentage. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with an 8.
Is it niche or niche?
Niche.
I think
It's
it's
niche, and I wanted to correct him, but I wasn't going to because it's his channel.
Comment down below.
Yeah. Spell it out. Spell it out if it's niche or niche.
Is it syrup or is it syrup?
That's syrup.
That's what I said.
Syrup?
Actually, no, you're right. It is syrup.
Syrup?
I've always said. Is it wash or wash?
It's wash. It's wash. It's fucking wash.
It depends how west into Missouri you go, and then it might
there is
change.
no R in the word wash.
Wash.
Oh my gosh darn, washcloth.
I don't like the smell as much with ice.
I think the smells significantly better with that. I'm not trying to contradict you.
No. I feel like we should be on more of these because we give completely different viewpoints.
I'm definitely getting more birthday cake smell out of it.
See, I'm getting less.
Okay.
It smells like the birthday cake from the fancier grocery store, rather than like you went to fucking Walmart and it's
got
funfetti.
funfetti.
It's like almost expired, so it's on sale. They cut it up. Yeah,
It smells fresher.
I would agree.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good way to put
The
it.
ice just brightens it and makes it smell fresher. All right.
The ice is the icing on the cake.
So you can literally see the ice like dissolving into it, like
Not his. His has got the good ice. Oh, okay. That definitely brightens the flavor. I like that a lot more, actually.
I would agree.
You hate it.
No, I like it a lot more as well. So I regret giving it a 9 before because like
You think this is more of a 9?
I think
That's why you can't go high because
Well,
you never know.
like I don't know, I don't have a whole lot to go off of, but I like the previous, and like I would drink the previous throughout the night. But this, on the other hand, like this is one where it's like it doesn't taste as sweet, so like I feel like I could drink more of this.
Oh, this got rid of the burn, too.
It did.
Whatever burn there was, this is gone.
this was significantly better over ice. I think we could all agree.
Because
I think so, yeah.
I think it took away some of the sweetness, and I think that's what you didn't like.
You were correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very intuitive about my feelings about whiskey. Thank you.
Whiskey, bringing people together. Or making people fight. I don't know.
No, that's Jaeger.
I
that
don't
so?
want to talk about that. Anyway, I think I'm going to go 9.
So I'm gonna drop my previous one to an 8.5. I'll go 8. 8 on the previous one, but I think the ice made this all the way into a 9, where it's smooth, has good flavor. It's the whole deal there.
I'm going to go 6.5, which doesn't seem like a high score, but it is significantly higher
I
than
agree.
what I rated before, as well as significantly higher than the Old Smoky.
8.75. I can't do a 9. I can't do a 9.
8.69.
No, just 7.5 is good.
I mean, it's a very good, like you said before, dessert beer or not beer, dessert whiskey.
That's next week.
Cut that
Dessert,
out.
Keep it
I
up.
think I would almost say we should have had like a dough ball cookie dough whiskey before this, just because I think Old Smoky just doesn't make good stuff.
I 100% agree, just because I've had quite a bit of their moonshine,
Yeah.
and I've never been very impressed.
Dough ball just makes a good whiskey. As far as I know, the only ones they make are the cookie dough, and then now this birthday cake limited edition.
But if they made a non-flavored one, I would love to try it.
I think their thing is flavored, and I think they're staying in their lane on that one.
And
I think they
blame
should.
them. I think they should. I mean,
If you're good,
but I feel
keep
like
it there.
how smooth it is.
Well, if
like,
you're moderately adequate, keep it there.
I feel like for how smooth that is, I would love to try something that's non-flavored from them.
I understand. It's good. I really enjoyed it. And actually, not as drunk as I thought I would be after this.
Oh, I'm drunk.
Maybe that says something about me.
I feeling good.
I'm comfortable.
Yeah, I could
Drink
not
five more.
run a marathon. Couldn't do that sober though. And I can have a very in-depth conversation about coffee. That's probably the kind of drunk I'm at.
If you found this entertaining, go ahead and give me a like. If you think anything I do is entertaining, go ahead and subscribe. We'll catch you next time. Alright, we'll just zoom in on you playing with my beard.
Ass in the face.
Pardon me.